Hey, welcome to Dependence Blaming. I'm Jen.
I'm Veronica. We're alone again.
We are...
No Lindsay.
I know.
She's working.
She does. She's got a busy schedule, at least this week, possibly next week. So we're going to try to work our schedules around and get her in here.
But we're here. We don't want to take time off because we don't have anything else going on.
No!
Well, we do have a lot of stuff going on, but we are dedicated to this podcast for you guys.
Yes. We're here. We're trying our best to get something out every week. Yeah. My apologies on the late one last week.
That was only a few hours. People will get over it.
That was my bad.
Get over it, people. You're over it.
Well, I was determined to still get it out on Thursday no matter what.
It was great.
A little late.
It was great.
Yeah. I was late in UK time.
Yeah. You were early for the
Not
for
super
the US.
late for US.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just a few hours delayed. Mm-hmm. That things happen. Things get delayed. It's okay.
We've had family nonstop this whole summer, so it's just been crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just crazy. But look at us. We're still getting all this shit out all the time. Every week.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for your feedback, too, on the last post we posted on Facebook. And we got some cool feedback on that. And I think we gave our opinion. So once again, if you guys want to reach us out for any topic related to any topic, anything.
I mean, anything. We're here.
Yeah.
Because we just like to talk.
Reach us at dependenceplaining@gmail.com or Twitter or Facebook or Instagram.
Yes. And also now our website is live.
Yay! Take a look.
Take a look. It's on our Facebook page because I don't know the full address right now.
At the moment, we don't know it.
But at the bottom, you can contact us strictly from there, too, if you want to leave us a message as well. So.
Yes.
We got all kinds of stuff.
All right. Let's get to it. To the nitty-gritty because this is a tough topic, I think.
Yeah.
It's so recent. We're trying to stay current with current events.
Yep.
So, I'll start off like this. When we were in Croatia, we were, very rarely on social media just because we were enjoying our family time. But I did get on Facebook one day, and the one time I did, I read that the whole Birthright thing happening right now. And it sparked some anger in me, and a lot of fucking confusion. I think you felt the same way, right?
Yeah, I know we're not the only ones. It was all over my news feed.
Yeah.
From all of my friends on there, especially anyone affiliated in any way to the military with children.
It was just dropped like a bomb.
Yeah.
It was a badly written statement.
It was so bad.
Saying that basically, vaguely, military members or government employees stationed overseas who have children while stationed overseas, those children will not have U.S. citizenship automatically like we've had in the past. So that's how it was put out. Of course, it sent everyone up in a tizzy because, there's families stationed overseas that are U.S. citizens or non-U.S. citizens, and their babies are being born overseas and they won't have automatic U.S. citizenship and now have to apply for naturalization for citizenship for that child.
For the fact of that they cannot help that they are stationed overseas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They can't help it. So we looked into it a little bit more, and it's still...
fucking confusing.
Exactly. My words. You took the words right out of my mouth. So we try not to speak politics on this podcast just because I think we respect authority. Yeah. We respect our commander-in-chief.
Yes.
But I think somewhere in a dark layer, the Trump administration is sitting in their robes, rubbing their hands together, going, yes, what else? How else can we piss off the country?
How else can we stress out a whole bunch of people at one time?
I know, take away their birthright. So we did look into it, and just to put it in layman's terms, people who are U.S. citizens living overseas because their military members are stationed overseas, or government workers, both parents U.S. citizenships or U.S. citizens, their child is born overseas, they get automatic birthright. They get to be U.S. citizens. However, if you are a U.S. citizen living overseas, not a government employee that has been overseas for a set amount of time. I could not find the amount of time that it's like, this is the limit. This is, they do not have birthright when their children are born overseas. They don't.
Just a normal U.S. citizen that's not over for any government official.
Exactly.
Okay.
Military members or government employees who are not yet U.S. citizenship, U.S. citizens themselves and have children overseas, that child does not get birthright.
Yes.
They are considered non-residents of the U.S. So when they go to apply for their passport for that child, denied.
They cannot get one because they can't. They're not citizens.
So now they have to apply for a visa for that child to be able to move back with their parents to the States when the time comes for them to PCS. Right? Wonderful. It does not say whether both parents have to be U.S. citizens or just the active military member to be able to have that birthright. It is fucking confusing. Yeah. I think, like I was telling Jen earlier, once this comes into place, October 29th, maybe we'll have more answers because right now everything's being thrown out there pretty vaguely.
They just have not explained anything properly at all. No. And the media has made it worse, which is why I think people are freaking out even more because they put these headlines on there. Yeah. Like the one that I had found from CBS News, some children of troops and government employees abroad won't automatically be U.S. citizens.
It says some, but it doesn't go into detail as to who.
No, and you can't put a broad, like you can't have such an open topic like that as your... Because people don't read full articles all the time. Nobody has time for that, okay?
No, and you're just pissing off people, and people are going to social media to vent, and it's creating this firestorm of enraged parents who are, either expecting or wish to have more children in the future while stationed overseas. And even now, like families stationed stateside that are hoping to go overseas, this is going to deter them. This is going to be like, we don't want to go overseas. We don't want to risk that.
Yeah. People are freaking out because it's a big
so.
It's a big deal. Like I've had friends that are affiliated with the military, probably won't ever go overseas, but still, like, that angers them, too. Like, this is unfair. You can't just say you can't get birthright citizenship anymore.
Exactly.
Because you are stationed overseas. Like, it's not your choice to be there completely. It's you're there for work. Your spouse is there for work, and you're living with them. Like, that's what gets people all worked up.
Yeah, and like you said, we don't have a choice as to we want to be stationed overseas or not.
Yeah.
And there are families here who absolutely abhor being stationed overseas. Can you imagine if they are just green card holders and they're serving in the military, they're serving the country that they wish to be citizens of, and they're stationed overseas and they fucking hate it. They fucking hate it. And then throw this into the mix as well. I would be, and I mean, I'm enraged for them. I'm a U.S. citizen. My husband's a U.S. citizen. We had a child while stationed overseas. And even then, we still had to jump through hoops to be able to give our son a U.S. citizen birth certificate. It wasn't like it's going to be with visas and all that, but we had to fill out a lot of paperwork, make sure every single letter on that birth certificate, his Belgian birth certificate, was spelled correctly before we sent it off through the embassy to get his American birth certificate. And it even says born overseas to U.S. citizen parents. Like, it's really specific of where he was born and all that. I mean, we had to travel to the embassy and get appointments, and like, you walk in there, and I don't know if anybody's been to an American embassy or any embassy for that matter, but they like check everything. It's like TSA at the airport.
Yeah.
It's more strict than that. And, here I go in with my little child and having to nurse him.
Yeah, your newborn baby trying to,
I digress, sorry.
No, you're good.
So, this will affect parents who adopted children while serving abroad. So even, let's say, you and Dave decide to adopt a child. Both of you are U.S. citizens, and you decide to adopt a child while you're overseas.
That's not a U.S. citizen
That's
already.
not a U.S. citizen already, exactly. Let's say you find a cute little British kid that you just want to take home.
I just like you so much.
Yeah, you're so cute with your little accent. Anyways. You have to now apply for U.S. citizenship for that child. Or that child can decide when they're 18 whether they want to be a U.S. citizen or continue with the citizenship that they were born into.
Yeah.
So, but again, another wrench when it used to be automatically give that child U.S. citizenship.
Yeah, because you're adopting them and you're a citizen. And so if they're your child and you're legally adopting them, there should be no other questions. Maybe some extra paperwork, obviously, to get them, like you said, with the visas or the passports and stuff. Understandable, but it shouldn't be more complicated than that.
So also parents who became U.S. citizens after their children were born. So again, green card holders serving the military, and they're going through the process. If it hasn't been established yet, your child will not have that. If you do it after the fact that the child is born, you still have to apply for your child. Now, my question was does that child have citizenship of the country they were born in or the country of citizenship of their parent? Yeah,
that's a really good question because nothing I read is
nothing's
clarifying on any of it. So that's what I'm wondering too. So if a member out here marries someone here, a British lady, and they get married, and then they have a kid and choose a kid out here locally,
or vice versa.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. If it's a female, sorry. If it is a female.
Yeah. So will that mean that since the dad is a U.S. citizen, that child can get U.S. citizenship, but also be a citizen of England as well?
Well, I guess it would apply if it was the other way around, if it was a female. I mean, if one parent is not a citizen, what nationality does that child receive?
Yeah. Can it have both? Or can it only have one?
Yeah.
It's so confusing because it doesn't make a lot of sense. And like you said, maybe when they actually put it out, it will make more sense.
Yeah.
But if it's not fully out right now, why are you freaking everyone out?
I know, you are. It's get your shit together, put it in, English that I can understand, and then put it out to the world. Explain it to people.
Yeah, instead of just putting it out there we're taking away birthright citizenship.
Yeah.
No, because that's not what you're doing, and you need to explain yourselves.
Please.
You're freaking everyone out.
Another one was parents who are U.S. citizens but have never lived in the U.S. So let's say military couple, both U.S. citizens, they have children overseas. They decide to stay overseas. That child is still a U.S. citizen, and then that person that child has children of their own. They don't automatically get it, which I guess makes sense because now you have your expat and you're residing somewhere else.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Not residing in the U.S.
Or and you can't even become naturalized unless you've lived in the U.S., right? So that would mean, let's say our friend Melissa, who we had a couple episodes ago talking about becoming a U.S. citizen, she's a Belgian citizen. You have to live in the U.S., so Melissa can't get U.S. citizenship if she's been overseas, married to an active duty military member.
Yeah.
So if they were to have a child, what then?
Yeah, what then?
Yeah. Is that child Belgian because Melissa is Belgian?
Yeah.
Or if they were to have had a child here in the UK, would that child be English by U.S. citizenship? Or sorry, God damn it, words are hard. By birth, they'd be English or American because he is American.
Or Belgian because she's Belgian.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that is the confusing part too. So yeah, if you military members have married a local national, but it's from a different country from where you're stationed at. So you married, he married Melissa, who's Belgium. What if they had a kid, a kid in Germany or something? Yeah. Or here, it's confusing. So it's do they take citizenship where they were born or based off of the parents' citizenship? And if both of the parents have different citizenships, it's then which one?
Which one?
God damn it!
Yeah. Here's another one. a recently naturalized citizen who have not met the U.S. residency requirements to transmit citizenship to their children automatically. What does that even mean?
I don't know what you just said.
Exactly. So
I don't know what any of that just said.
Recently naturalized. So let's say I just became recently naturalized citizen, but I'm living overseas. Does my child not get U.S. citizenship then? If they were born overseas? I've been... How recent is recent? Like how? Be more specific.
It has to be more specific on like, you know, months or years or something like that. You need to give people more specifics. Mm-hmm. I know everyone has questions on it too. So it's like, why wouldn't you explain yourselves more? People are like, oh, well, this is what it says, and this is what's going on here. And I can understand where people are getting it. And it's like, yeah, because you guys suck at putting out information, especially important stuff like that.
This is super important. Now it's going to be a frenzy. Now you have like green card holders, married to active duty military members, or green card holders that are active duty military members.
Yeah.
And now they're probably going to scramble to have that baby born in the U.S.
Yeah.
And that's going to be such hardship for the family.
So what do? You send your wife back to the States
That's
to
what's
have a
going
baby?
to happen, Jen. That's what's going to happen. It's like that they're going to panic and they're all going to fly to the States after October 29th to have their child there.
That's horrible.
Just so they can be residing in the U.S., having had their child in the U.S. But is it going to be a change now where they won't let that child be a U.S. citizen, even though they are legal residents of the U.S.?
Yeah, because you have to be a resident of a certain...
Because now they're taking citizenship from children born in the U.S., but they were born to illegal parents.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's not right. But you have countries like Cuba where people are leaving. They're leaving that country, and once they hit that wet sand, their feet hits that wet sand in Florida or wherever it is that they came through, it's usually Florida, they automatically get residency because they are exiles. So it's like, why can't that apply for other countries that are suffering in hardship, like Mexico and Honduras, and I don't know what other countries are. I mean, anything in Central America and South America. I'm getting too far into it, but it's insane. You have these military families that are serving their country proudly, and they have all these wonderful opportunities to go to school, get a career out of this, see the world. They're getting. Why can't you give their children U.S. citizenship? Why not? What is going on that they can't? They're not allowed to have U.S. citizenship now.
Yeah. What is why is this having to change? Who thought of this idea?
The people in the lair, Jennifer, I'm telling you.
Let's just, look at this rule. Let's just tweak it up a bit and fuck everyone over.
Exactly. Yes.
Because really, I mean, what, like you said, they're going to go back to the States to have that baby. What if dad can't make it? He can't take leave in order to get out to the States. He doesn't have any leave yet. Or what's going to happen? They're going to have to pay $2,000 for the mom to fly back and forth.
Yeah.
Have the baby. She's going to have to stay in the hospital. What state is she flying to? Is she flying back to his home of record, to her family? What is all this? There's so many more questions now.
So many more questions. I want to know about the whole, if one parent is a U.S. citizen and the other one is not.
Yeah.
What citizenship does that child now get? Does the active military member have to be a U.S. citizen in order for that child to receive citizenship? Or can it be either or?
I feel like, if, back to that situation, so dad is a U.S. citizen and he's the active duty member. Mom is a from England.
Yeah.
Here. And so they have a baby. That baby should be able to have both dual citizenship. Her mom is a UK resident. She should be able to live here as well. While dad is stationed here but is a US citizen, that child should be able to have both.
Yeah. Yes,
you know?
I agree.
And then I feel like like they said, like 18 or so, you get to choose either one. I
don't know if this is still current, but I remember my neighbor in Guam, so this was like 5,000 years ago, that they were stationed here in the UK. And their youngest son, I think, was born here in the UK. And she said he is a British citizen until he's 18, then he gets to choose what he is. And I think I had another friend, I think both parents are US citizens, and they stayed in Italy and had a child in Italy. Maybe one parent was Italian. But either way, that child was born in Italy, but that they had to choose whether they wanted to stay an Italian citizen or a U.S. citizen. In order for that child to be a U.S. citizen, they had to serve in the military. And he did. He served in the military. He's still serving in the fire service. I don't know if I have that information correctly, but I do remember him telling me that he had to choose.
You had to choose either one.
But he had to serve in order to choose to be an American. So, and he's serving in the U.S. military to this day. So, it's
very confusing.
Yeah.
I feel like what would make most sense is that as long as the active duty parent is a U.S. citizen, that child should have the U.S. citizenship, no matter what.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yes, because if they would have been stationed in California, guess what? That child would have been a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
Born to military members.
Yes.
They're not citizens, but they were going to be.
It's so fucking confusing.
It's very confusing. It's just,
it's frustrating. It's frustrating the fact that it's even coming up, because I don't see how this should be an issue whatsoever. And maybe we don't have all the facts too, and maybe there is something out there that we're totally missing, and we would be happy if somebody would throw a few things out at us.
I think they should give active military, they should have them serve a certain amount of time and give them citizenship.
Yes.
They're serving their country, they're serving their country. Or the country they love, I should say, because obviously if they're not U.S. citizens, it's not their country. But I think they should serve for a certain amount of time, and they meet certain requirements, and they've, gone through, how can I say it? They've gone through their military career without getting in trouble, basically. They should automatically get U.S. citizenship. I think so. I think that's fair.
I would think so, too. I wouldn't see any issues with that.
Yeah.
I don't see how that would be a problem at all. I mean, you're gaining soldiers, which is great. We always need military members. And then you're helping these people out to become U.S. citizens, and because that's what they want.
Yes. It's like working for a raise. You work extra hard, you get a raise. And sometimes. But and a decent job, which I think the military is very decent. I mean, what I mean. It's like they're fair in the way they rank up and they pay and all that. We could all use a little bit more pay, by the way. But yeah, they meet all these requirements, and they're proudly serving the United States military. Give them automatic citizenship. Do it.
Yeah, like their time in service would be like their probation period, like we're talking about with Melissa and her stuff too, as a military spouse.
Yeah,
they give them a probation period, and maybe you have like certain restrictions on what they can do, and you make sure that they do certain things and whatever it is. But for serving for a certain amount of time, say like your 4 years. You did that. You're on probation that whole time.
Yeah.
Once you serve. Maybe put a restriction on the fact that, oh, hey, you have to sign another 4 years. So after your first 4, if you sign for another 4, we'll give you your citizenship.
Upon serving the next 4 or whatever. Yeah. Or like 10 years. 10 years go by so fast when you're in the military.
Does.
They do.
It really does.
Something like that.
I mean, something like that.
I think they were considerate back in June. I was reading an article about the Dreamers. So those are the children that were brought in illegally by their parents at a very young age and are in the U.S. and they, they don't know how to go back to their country of birth. They've never been there.
They were too young to even remember.
They were too young for anything. So all they've known is the current life that they have in the U.S. and they're the Dreamers. So they were considering automatic citizenship if they served in the military. So I don't know what's been happening. That was back in June. So I don't know what's happening with that.
Yeah.
But that's a way to do it, I guess.
I would think so.
Yeah. Or to just, help people out.
Yeah.
Help people.
Maybe try to figure out and make this whole green card and becoming a U.S. citizenship process a lot easier.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite so complicated.
They just want to keep everybody out of the country. It's a tough one.
It is.
I see both sides of it only because, I am the daughter of immigrants. My dad was once illegal in the U.S. And I mean, they went through everything and they brought my family in from Mexico legally and then stayed and then became residents and they did all the arrangements and they are all U.S. citizens now. I was born in California, so I'm automatically a U.S. citizen. But if it would have been times now, it's like, what would I have still been a U.S. citizen?
Yeah, would you have?
Or would I have had dual citizenship?
Yeah,
of the country my parents were in. I don't know. It's super confusing. I saw this post on Facebook the other day, and it's like it's such sad times right now in the U.S. with all this going on. But I saw this video of this woman accusing who's a truck driver. She's saying he looked illegal. He looked illegal. I was like, what constitutes as looking illegal? Just dark brown skin? I'm pretty fucking tan right now. Am I considered illegal?
You look illegal.
I look illegal. Yeah. So
that's bullshit.
And the guy said, "You are racist." And she goes, "I am not racist. My father is black." And I was like, "Oh,
that does not
problem solved.
That doesn't keep you away." It's
no.
Not.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm not racist. My father is black. And then she went on like, "My father is black and blah 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 is my something, and my grandfather is aloha." I was like, "What the fuck is aloha?"
My grandfather is hi, or my grandfather's goodbye.
Yes.
That's what you just fucking said. You fucking idiot.
My brother's enchiladas.
Oh. What the fuck, people?
Yeah.
You are dumb.
Don't be stupid. First of all, since I'm getting political here, America was never white, okay? It's always been brown.
Yes.
Yes.
Always.
It's the white people that invaded the Americas.
Yes, we did.
And also one more thing. Don't go up to people who are speaking another language besides English in the United States saying, in this country we speak American. American is not a language.
No.
In America, Spanish is spoken and Portuguese. Because get a fucking map. Because other countries are in America. There is North America, Central America, and South America. Boom, mic drop.
But for people, don't be ignorant. That's all we're saying, too.
Yeah,
like,
that's
God,
what it is.
Don't be stupid.
Yes.
Just, literally life would be so much better if everyone just got along.
Yes, like in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
In Europe, borders are a little bit more open here, and people have it easier to enter another country, to live there. You still have to jump through hoops, but I guess what I'm saying is people are more accepting of other cultures in Europe.
Completely. Like, going down to London and everything, I've never seen so many...
The diversity there.
Yeah, so much diversity down there. Just all different kinds of cultures.
It's awesome.
All together, intermingling with each other, not having any issues.
Yeah.
Not threatening anyone.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm sure you've walked it, but like all the Indian restaurants, and they're all trying to lure you in. Best Indian restaurant in London. I was like, because the guy 3 doors down from you just said the same thing, so I don't believe you. Yeah.
Tell me which one really is the best one.
Yes. And I love when people embrace other cultures, and I'm not that person that will be like, you can't wear that because that belongs to this culture. don't offend other cultures by mocking them.
Yeah.
You know, don't dress up as the drunk Mexican on Halloween. That's my job. And I'm not dressed up. That's just me. But yeah, embrace cultures and like take it for what it is. It's something beautiful to be able to experience somebody else's culture and embrace it.
Yeah.
Their food, their way of living.
Enjoy their food and don't, if you don't like it, just don't say anything right away, okay?
Just grin and bear it.
Try to put a smile on your face when you're downing that shot of who knows what it was.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
That's what it tasted like. We don't want to say what country, but we had a shot of something
horrible.
that tasted like hand sanitizer.
Oh, it was so bad, and I felt bad. I really couldn't help my face on that one.
But we did it at pretty much every restaurant where they offered it. We're like, okay.
You're going to offer a free booze? Oh, sure.
A free booze, it's great.
Ooh,
it just wasn't something.
Gave you chills all down your body.
But I'm sure we have something in our cultures that people don't understand. And they don't like.
Yeah.
To this day, Kyle will not let me put lemon juice and chili powder on his fruit.
It's so good.
I know, right? That's a Mexican thing.
It is, and it's delicious.
But he puts hot sauce on everything.
Yeah.
Everything else.
He embraces that.
Yeah, like his eggs in the morning and just whatever. He will douse that thing in fucking Valentina hot sauce. Sponsored today by Valentina hot sauce. Send us some.
We should be, though.
They don't sell it here in the UK.
They don't. So we need it, guys.
If you're hearing our please send us Valentina hot sauce. If available, the one with the black label, because that one is a shit. The one with the black label. Anyways, we have Tapatio. It's all right.
Tapatio works. I like it.
I like it too.
It does its job.
Yeah. So years ago, you know how it has that man with the sombrero on the cover of that bottle?
Yeah.
Years ago, it was a brown-eyed man, and they changed it to a blue-eyed man. And the Mexicans were so mad. It's like, why? And the owner was like, he's like, there's the shit ton of blue-eyed Mexicans. Like, why should I conform to just the brown eyes? This is true.
I like it.
Yeah. So it was funny, but I mean, he's hot on the
Good
bottom.
for him.
The hot sauce guy is hot.
Oh, yeah. He's super.
I know. Speaking of hot, I think my daughter has a crush on John Stamos.
Good for her.
We've been watching a lot of Full House, and this morning.
Can you not?
I mean, he's a good-looking man. But it was like my 4-year-old, right? And she was sitting this morning watching Full House, and it was an episode where Uncle Jesse is making a music video, or he made a music video, and he's like surrounded by all the candles.
With the candles? Yeah.
Playing his guitar.
I mean, how can you not fall in love with him?
I know. I came in the room and I saw her eyes were like just glued to TV, just as wide as they can get. I was like, "You all right?" And she's like, "Uncle Jesse's cool again." Because I guess the previous episode they had done a music video where he was just super lame, dressed as a genie.
Oh yeah, his genie dance and
he was rapping.
Like in the towel too.
Yeah, he was like rapping, and he was like dressed as a genie, and yeah, she's like, Uncle Jesse, Uncle Jesse. She's so adorable.
Well, she quoted Full House last night too.
Yeah, they've been watching it a lot. I'm like trying to get them away from the cartoons to watch real people. It. And what better show than Full House? So wholesome and sweet.
We went through all of Full House. My kids loved it.
Yeah.
We love it. We're watching Our Planet now.
Oh.
It's really good.
Is it the one where, like, the penguin gets murdered?
The penguin did get murdered today by the killer whale. Yeah, it was a killer whale in Antarctica or somewhere right around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good because it's also teaching them about life.
Murder.
No. Not just that. Although Addie was really sad when she kept seeing the killer whale was like flopping him out of the water, and the penguin would be doing flips back into the water, and then it would come back up and fling it back up out of the water, and she was like, no.
They're just torturing those poor penguins.
No, they have to eat too.
I know, but you don't play with your food.
They're trying to kill it.
You don't play with your food. Just smash its head in your jaws. Don't fling it around being like, yes, I got a penguin. Let me shake up
trying
this
to show all
milkshake.
his buddies, like, look at what I got.
Yes.
Look what you missed out on. No, but it was really good because it teaches them about the planet and how everything is reliant on everything. The weather, the way that the ice caps are melting way too fast now, and the way that the weather's changing, things are getting hotter, and things are dying out, and how that hurts like the ecosystem and everything too.
Yeah. I was explaining that to my son when we were in Croatia, actually. He had a wrapper of something, and I was like, don't drop this on the ground, which is just a rule that we have always. But I was like, especially near the sea, like, because it's going to blow into the water and a fish might eat it and die, or it'll get stuck around a turtle's neck. And I was like, it's awful. I was like, save the ecosystem.
Yeah. What I love about, like, the kids' school this year is they're all learning about environmentalists, too.
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
I mean, we try our best. We try to do things here at home as best as we can. Like, we tried to get rid of, like, paper plates and plastics and, like, paper towels to wipe down the counter. Just trying to go paperless somehow. My homemade dryer sheets. Stuff so like awesome. That. No more straws. For the kids, not plastic ones anyways, because we used to do a lot of plastic straws.
Yeah.
So we try to do our part wherever we can.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting a hybrid one day.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
for my wallet, too.
I mean, I know, like, people can take a stand on doing stuff like that. The only thing I hate about the non-straw thing is using fucking paper straws. Those don't work.
Those don't work. Also, you're killing a tree. Just don't give me the option of a straw.
I fucking hate those straws.
Unless it's a Bloody Mary, because that shit burns my lips.
Sell, like, metal straws or something for an
Bring
extra.
your reusable straws.
Tell them they can bring their own straws, or else you don't get a straw and you get whipped cream all over your face at the coffee shop.
Or do like a deposit on a rubber straw. Be like, if it gets lost, then you have to pay $5 for it. At the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like here,
or renting straws. I don't know if that's sanitary or not. But, I mean, you use... Yeah. They have silverware that you use. Yeah. So you could, like, you say, oh, well, the straw, you'll pay an extra, like, what, $1 or something. But once you turn your straw back in, you get that $1 back.
That's what I'm saying. Like a deposit. You get it back. That would make people not steal the straws. That's like the grocery carts here. You know?
I know, I love it.
You rarely see, I don't think I've ever seen a grocery cart, like, down the street from the grocery store. No. Because you have to put a coin in it. You have to put a pound, not just a quarter. It's an actual pound, which is, $1.40 in America's money. And you put it in there and you get your grocery cart and you go shopping and then you come back and you click it into the next grocery cart and your pound pops out.
Yeah, you get that
perfect.
Back.
And they stay in order too, like the carts are all nicely lined up.
Yes. They're not just sitting in parking spots.
Yes.
Because especially here, there's no room for that.
God damn it. It makes me so mad. It's like you were literally 3 feet away from the cart bay. You couldn't take it.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That is the worst. That is pure laziness.
Yes.
Get off your ass and walk the cart back to a cart stop or to the front of the store.
Yes. Oh my God. It makes me so angry.
People say, well, I can't leave my child in the car. Well, then don't put your child in the car. Put him in the cart. Take the cart back and carry your child back.
Or put your child in the car, safely buckled, lock your motherfucking car, walk to the cart bay, deposit your car, walk back. Child is safe.
Yeah.
If it's a hot day...
Don't do that.
I mean, even if it's like a second that you walk, the car is not going to get melting hot.
No.
And if it's hot, keep your child on you. Because obviously the car is going to be hot when you put your child in there.
Yes.
Keep the child with you. It's fine. It's fine. Or how about you wait a minute and see if somebody's walking by and be like, hey, do you mind taking this cart? I will gladly take your cart. In fact, I have offered people, be like, I'll just take your cart for you. I see you have a child or you've just unloaded your groceries. I will take it for you. I had people do that when my kids were little. They would see me like loading my kids in the car and then I would unload my groceries. They'd be like, I'll take your cart for you. I was like, God bless you.
Yeah. Well, and especially if you have more than one kid too, it makes it all more complicated. Especially if they're really young. I understand.
Yes.
So that is very helpful. Pay it forward, people.
Pay it forward. Don't be so selfish. Look around. There are nice people around you.
It's okay to ask for help or to offer your help.
Oh, Jen, Jen for president 2021.
Oh, God. Don't you have to have like a
U.S. citizenship.
College education and be a congresswoman and...
I mean, come on.
Be on the board of, CIA inspectors.
College education, come on. That doesn't give you smarts in common sense. And
yeah.
I want to say look at our president now, but I'm not going to. But I just did. I mean, come on.
I know. It's one of those, I always wonder.
Yeah.
Come on, people. Let's be better.
Can we
be better, please?
Yeah. We got way off the subject. That's okay.
I know we did. We got into some good stuff.
I don't know if we can discuss anything more with the birthright. I mean...
It's so vague and so very confusing that it's just with the articles, at least, that we were able to find, we can't find a whole lot of info on it. Just the fact of, don't freak out. It's only if some people that will not be able to earn the birthright citizenship, but it just means it's just a select people, and they're saying it's probably a very small amount of people that live overseas already, but still, it's those people are already stressed out. They
have enough burdens on their plate, being in the military, being away from their family, and having to worry about one day becoming naturalized citizens. Let's throw this monkey wrench into the mix to make it more difficult for their children now. I feel like maybe there should be an easier way for them specifically to be able to get citizenship, saying, oh, well, they were in the U.S. military or government employees, and they should be able to jump through less hoops, perhaps.
Or learn how to expedite that process a lot more because of the fact of...
Or minimize or minimize their fees.
Yeah.
Or no
That's
fees.
That's the thing, too, because what do they have to apply for fees now for the birthright citizenship for them?
Military doesn't have money. We don't have money. We're at the poverty line, I think.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
I really hate it when people go, oh, your husband's in the military, you must be so rich. And it's like...
Sure.
What planet do you live on?
Yeah. Chameleon planet, says my son.
We're all rainbow chameleons.
Yes, we all blend into our environment and have curly tails and eat flies and have knobby eyes that look in every direction.
And just 2 fingers.
My son is obsessed with chameleons at the moment, so... I know a lot about chameleons.
Anyways. But seriously, it's just... Why? Why?
I don't know.
Don't say that we're rich, because we're not. And don't give us crap about, oh, now we're whining and complaining because we don't get full citizenship for our children now. No, we had to go through a lot of shit, okay?
Yes. When have you met a military family that says, yes, I agree with everything you're saying. I am rich. This is super easy. I am having an amazing time. This is the easiest job in the world. Never. Never. Every single military family will tell you the same thing. But I will have to say it is an awesome life. Yeah. It is an awesome life because we are seeing the world through different eyes, through a different scope. And we are experiencing different situations and different things that make us grow as humans, and for the better.
Yeah.
For the better. We are patriotic as fuck.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, America.
Yeah.
Just get your shit together.
America.
That's all.
Yeah, exactly. So don't come at us saying that we have it easy and that we have money, because we don't.
No. Like we said, this podcast is for free, okay?
It's for free to you, but it's not for free to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like that.
Yes. Sponsor us.
Please.
Send us money.
Somebody. We are planning on doing a Patreon soon. We're just trying to get all the workings done with that and get it set up. So, because this is our 20th episode.
Ooh, we are going to celebrate with a wheel of cheese.
Are we?
And crackers. Except no crackers, because carbs are bad for you.
Carbs are bad.
They're not bad for you.
The carbs are bad for me.
Carbs are delicious.
They're so fucking good, but they're so fucking bad for my waistline.
It's so crazy that, right before we went to Croatia, I, cut carbs out and, sugars, right, for, 2 weeks straight. And that last day, I was like, okay, I'm going to have pizza. And my stomach was like, what are you doing to me? And then my body the next day is like, I'm going to punish you.
Why did you do this to me?
Stupid, selfish bitch for eating carbs. Mm-hmm. I did feel really good, though. I did feel great with no carbs.
Yeah.
A little bit of a headache every now and then, but nothing a Tylenol can't solve.
Exactly. Well, I had a hard time. Not even Tylenol would help it, and I think it's just my body was, like, freaking out. Like, what the fuck did you just do to me? Why are you not feeding me the food?
I know.
And I'm like, sorry, I can't, because I need to not have a tire around my waist anymore.
But it did help us float in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. It did. Yeah. On my ice cream cone floaty.
Oh my gosh. Did you pack that?
No, we left it.
You left it too?
Yeah.
I wish I would have brought that jelly bean one that we got, the seat.
Yeah.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
We packed up the kids, though.
That's good.
The Kissel floaties. Those were nice and useful.
That'll be good for next beach vacation.
Yay! Mm-hmm. We like to vacay.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I know you probably hear it a lot, but yes, we are going on a trip again. In, like a month?
And a half?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Under the Grecian sun, you'll find us.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we do this for really cheap, so.
Mm-hmm. Perks of being overseas, guys. I know it's scary and this birthright shit's scary, but seriously.
So for seriously.
For seriousness, alls.
Yes.
The flying over here is cheap.
Oh, yeah. We want to go to Poland. Poland was only like 13 pounds to fly. Yeah. So I was like, let's go to Poland.
Poland's awesome.
I want to go. I want to eat the food.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You do.
I do.
And a lot of places we had gone to had a lot of like German food too, which had schnitzels, and that's all I remember now.
That's where Kyle's at right now. So he went TDY, right? And he is in the Germanias. And he goes, like, he texted me last night a picture of his beer. I said, oh, you mutter fifer right now. I swear to God, I hope you get diarrhea. Like, how dare you? At one of our restaurants that we used to frequent when we would drive into Germany. And I can just imagine him eating his cream mushroom schnitzel with a side of fried potatoes.
And spatzels.
And spatzel. Oh.
That motherfucker.
I know. How selfish is he? And I was like,
selfish.
You a-hole. I'm here putting your children to bed. Your beautiful children who are asking for their daddy. They're like, we want to see daddy. And I was like, okay. And he didn't answer me back until late. And I was like, all right, I'll see how it is. I just had an idea, Kyle.
Food.
I just had an idea, Kyle. You're moving to Africa. Goodbye. Pack your bags, motherfucker. You're leaving.
I want to go to Egypt.
I want to go to Egypt, too. Kyle does not. He's like, meh.
Neither does Dave. None of the men want to go.
I was like, I want to go see the pyramids. He's like, I've seen pyramids. I've been to Chichen Itza. That's in Mexico.
Oh, I was like, what is this word you're using?
Chichen Itza.
What kind of pyramids do they have?
The Mayan and Aztec ruins. Aztec ruins? I'm sorry if I get that wrong. I am Mexican, but not that Mexican, apparently.
It's been many years
since many moons.
Till we took a history class.
Yeah, and he's like, one pyramid is the same as, they're all triangles pointing to the sky. I was like, they're not. I was like,
this is the same.
I was like, they don't have a sphinx in Mexico.
Yeah. You can't ride a camel.
They don't have camels in Mexico either.
See?
They have donkeys.
There's also a KFC right next to one of the pyramids, apparently.
And yes.
Is it one of the 7 wonders of the world?
It is one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah.
Just like Taj Mahal. Mm-hmm. I want to see that too. And it is a little bit further away, so that might be more expensive. I don't have that kind of money.
I know, right?
Let's go to Russia.
No.
Yeah. No, we like vodka. I like vodka. Is that what
vodka.
And what else do they have in Russia?
Dumplings.
Do they?
Yeah.
What else?
That's why they call, so like, that's what I saw a lot. So the pierogi that I'm used to eating all the time is the potato and cheese. Mm-hmm. And that apparently is the Russian dumpling. Because that's how it's named in all the menus too. It's the Russian pierogi.
Well, I mean, look how close the countries are. Mm-hmm. Things are bound to be influenced by that. Yeah. I was watching something, the Taco Chronicles on Netflix. Tacos. And they were talking about how, like, there's Turkish Middle Eastern influence in Mexico because of the way they cook their meat. Oh. On that skewer, the kebab thing. You know, has meat one. And I always told Kyle that when we were living in Belgium and we went to like the kebab places, and I was like, look, that they do it like in Mexico. I was like, they just shave off the meat. Mm-hmm. And they were selling one like last year from the kebab place that closed in front of the kids' school. And I was like, I should buy their thing and my own taco.
Make my own.
And Kyle's like, how much is it? Let's go get it. I was like, it was like 300 pounds for that thing. Yeah. I was like, my dad made one out of a burner and a chair. Yes, he did. He did, honest to God. Him and his brothers got together and they took a chair, and the chair had the flames. It was like a metal chair, and it had the flames in the back, and they put a burner, they attached the burner to it, and that thing was on a skewer, and it would rotate and everything.
Genius,
yes.
I don't need no one made by commercialized one.
Yeah.
Make my own.
Metal chair and a burner. It was awesome.
It's fucking delicious. Like I had that kebab sandwich in Croatia twice, and it was so good.
Oh, that little like wrap thing? Yeah. I like the big chunks of like the tomato and the cucumbers in there. It was really good crunch. It always goes to food with us.
I'm so hungry again.
Always goes to food.
I hate that I'm always hungry.
I just had breakfast.
I did too.
I had eggs and bacon.
I only had eggs. Dave ate all the bacon.
Listen, David, stop ruining my day by eating Jen's bacon.
Yeah.
It's not really dirty.
He ruined it. He ate all the bacon, and then, I mean, luckily I have 2 other packs of eggs, but he left 1 egg sitting out.
1 egg?
I was like, what are you doing with this egg? But he was already gone, so he didn't answer me.
Oh, do you not put yours on the counter?
No, so because when we get the flats, I do. I just haven't had time yet since all the craziness of everything to go get one. Mm-hmm. So when I go to the grocery store, I just put them in the fridge because it tells me to.
Oh, I don't. I just leave them on the counter. Except the ones from the commissary because they were already refrigerated.
Yeah.
I put those in the fridge. But the ones I get from like the local grocery store.
Yeah.
I just let them sit on the counter.
I know that they're already out, but it says on there, like, for best freshness, put in the fridge or something, so.
For best freshness, eat it straight out of the chicken's butt.
Pretty much. I mean, that's what I'm doing. Free-range eggs.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
They're not even specialized eggs, like in the States.
No.
They're just free-range eggs all the time.
They have chicken poop and feathers still attached to them.
They really do. They really do.
Yeah.
And you know that it's fresh straight from the butt.
I like the ones that are, like, misshapen. It's like, oh, this one was crowning and she, like, clenched or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Poor thing.
I don't know. Like, I read a little bit on how eggs are developed, and it's pretty cool thing. So, like, sometimes you get them, and they have, like, all these little teeny tiny beads around them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, like, the calcification from when they were being formed. It's, like, leftover calcification or something.
Weird.
It just attaches itself. And, like, you wash them, and they come right off.
Yeah.
Or, like, really long ones.
Yeah.
And, like, really round ones. Ones with 2 yolks in them.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It is very fascinating.
Yeah, it is fascinating.
And they're quite delicious.
Eggs.
I love eggs.
Edible, wonderful egg. Mm-hmm. Remember that commercial?
I do.
Yeah. This is your brain on drugs. the egg. On the pan.
It's very true.
This is your brain on drugs. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Oh, my Lanta. Anyways, that's the thing that we were going to talk about today.
That's our spiel.
That's our spiel on the birthright. Mm-hmm. If you guys have opinions, let us know. We want to know your opinion or your knowledge if we got anything wrong. If we missed anything.
Well, yeah, if you know anything more that we didn't cover, we just didn't know about, I mean, please get at us with your information because we'd love to know more. It's good to know. It's good to have out there for other people to know because otherwise everyone's just freaking out.
It is. It's very worrying. You know, people are gonna freak out. Rightfully so at the moment. Rightfully so. I mean, it freaked me out because I had a child overseas and that could have been me. Like, if I didn't have all the details, I guess. But
especially when it starts coming out on the media and they are just putting out these really vague titles, people automatically just assume it's going to be super bad.
We already have a hard time as it is having children overseas for bases that don't have even a hospital or a birthing center on base. Mm-hmm. Like me, I had to go to a Belgian hospital where there's a big barrier and my midwife was in high demand because she was the only one that spoke English and I spoke very little French to be able to communicate with the doctor. That was difficult.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, and just their practices
are completely different.
Completely different, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, their cleanliness. I don't want to insult Belgium at all. They were very clean, but they came in to like change me with no gloves. And like they would just walk in with no gloves and like change me. And then they had on like sandals.
Oh.
Yeah, like open to, like, I remember one specific nurse had her pants rolled up to her calves, and she was just wearing like, you know, like regular just sandals, like open toe, like Birkenstocks. It was like, I was like, that wouldn't fly.
Crazy.
In the States, yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They just have different standards.
Yeah, and that was hard, communicating with the nurses.
Yeah.
Because they would like come in and be like, pain. That's like the only word they knew, and I'd be like, yes or no. And so that was really rough. God damn it, this just goes in all different directions. This podcast is a roundabout. You never know where we're going to exit. We don't even have our blinker on. We're just going around in circles.
Going around in circles like that Chevy Chase movie.
Yep. Look, kids, it's Big Ben.
We go all around, okay?
All the way around.
Full circle.
Before we actually decide what we're doing.
Circle of
the topic podcasting is in the center. It is the decorative center of the roundabout.
We keep coming back to it.
Yeah.
We do.
We're watering it.
We address it.
Yeah. It's like flowers. It's like flowers in the middle of the roundabout. We water it, and then we just keep going around, see what other dirt we can dig up for the flower pots. Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. God damn it. Anyways, anything else, Jen? Anything else you want to add to this craziness, chaotic of a podcast that we have now?
How to make the roundabout even bigger now. Giant roundabouts with stoplights.
More exits.
Lots of exits.
Only one lane.
Oh.
That would piss people. No. 5 lanes. 5 unnecessary lanes.
Too many lanes.
Too many lanes with numbers. Just random numbers.
Yeah. I don't know what fucking number I'm supposed to get off on.
The 516 north. The 516 south.
I'm doing this. I have to get off on this number, and so I'm in the right lane, and now all of a sudden my number is in the very first lane, and I don't know how it jumped all the way over there, and now I have to get over there.
You have to just turn the wheel as fast as you can to get over into that lane. Mm-hmm. You won't hear honking.
No blinkers either.
No blinkers. Use your blinkers, people. That's what it's there for. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows how to operate an iPhone, but nobody can figure out the one lever on your car that tells other people where you're going.
Mm-hmm. Especially in a roundabout.
In a roundabout. This is a roundabout of a podcast.
We are rounding about. Rounding about all over the place.
Hey, guess what season it is?
Fucking pumpkin spice season.
Yeah, pumpkin spice everything.
I will not be partaking this year.
Pumpkin spice coffee, pumpkin spice donuts,
pancakes.
Pumpkin spice pancakes, waffles, ice cream, president, water, Spam.
Oh, that's right.
Cereal. Pumpkin spice president.
Pumpkin spice president. He is pumpkin spicy.
PSL.
Everything.
I used to really like it. Like, it was my jam. I was like, oh man, I can't wait for
I was super basic when I was younger. Mm-hmm. I was.
Yeah.
I like to go with the trends.
I still like it, but when I was pregnant with my daughter, it smelled like hot garbage juice to me, and I was like, I couldn't drink it anymore.
It doesn't do it for me anymore.
Nope.
It's not that exciting. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not wanting it to be fall.
I don't like the fall. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to get so much hate for saying this. I don't like the fall. Mm-hmm. I don't like sweaters. I don't like infinity scarves. I don't like boots.
I look horrible in sweaters. Everyone else?
Super cute.
They're so cute in their sweaters and their scarves. Me, it's like I wear this sweater and I look like I'm wearing a giant garbage bag with arms barely sticking out. And then I try to put a scarf on and my neck is gone and it's like head body. And I'm like, I can't. It looks horrible.
Yeah. I look like a scarecrow. I can't pull off plaid. I look like a scarecrow.
Or like Kai had posted, like everybody else in their plaid shirts looks great and I look like a lumberjack.
Yes.
With my colonial boy ponytail.
Exactly. How do you guys even do it? Like, how do you look all cute with like your hair all messy and you're always looking down at something on the ground and your feet are crossed?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Your boot socks.
Yeah.
Sticking out top of your cute little boots.
I can't do that. My legs are too short. They get cut off at the knees if I wear socks like that.
Yeah.
No, well, you have long-ass legs, so whatever. You could wear...
It doesn't look good.
You could wear socks up to your thighs, and they'd still be under your knees. Jen has legs growing out of her armpits, people.
Basically. I don't have a torso.
I have legs from the knee down. Because my thighs are as thick as Christmas trees, Trunks.
But you know
Not
what?
Christmas trees, those are thin. Redwood trees.
But you know what's good about having thick thighs? You will never drop your phone in the toilet.
That's true, but also chafing when I walk with dresses. Yeah.
God damn it, life.
I know. Chafing. Thanks, Mom. Why couldn't I have my dad's skinny legs? From his side of family, they're all like tall and thin people. Mm-hmm. My mom's side is like curvaceous and
curvy,
voluptuous.
Is where it's at, though.
If I had longer legs, I'd be happy. But my legs are not long. They're short. And so I wear like little booties and my legs disappear.
We'll put
They're
you on
in
a
the
stretcher.
booty.
We'll stretch your body out like they used to do.
Just my legs.
Yeah.
They do have procedures where they make people, your eyebrows like frowned really bad, like you were cringing. They do have procedures now where they make sure people talk by elongating their legs like that. So what they do...
That sounds painful.
I read into it because I love reading random shit that pops into my head. Mm-hmm. But they break your bone.
No.
I think it's like your thigh bone. They break it. And then they put you on like rods and screws, right? So like your legs still apart, and like the bone by nature wants to like fuse back together, so it'll like grow towards itself.
What?
So like the bottom half of that bone and the top half like grow towards itself. So it gives you like a couple inches of height. I swear to God, read it. I swear to God, I've seen people do it, but it's really painful and long. So,
ow.
Yeah.
That's like in Harry Potter where he has to regrow his bones by drinking some special juice, and it's disgusting. And
what?
It's very painful too.
Really?
Harry Potter, magic.
Like in Twilight,
mm-hmm.
the wolf guy,
mm-hmm.
and he breaks his bones and they fuse together really fast.
Yeah.
Because of the healing.
It's painful.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for us, it doesn't go that fast.
No.
Oh, that sounds really painful.
I'm sure it is, but people that, I don't know.
Ow.
Weird. Yeah.
Ow!
I remember reading about a guy who wanted to be a pianist, like that plays the piano.
Yes.
But I think his legs were too short to reach the pedals, maybe.
Huh.
With the bench.
So make a shorter piano.
Use a kiddie piano, like the one in Charlie Brown where he's all hunched over playing the piano.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Oh, well.
Again, fucking roundabout.
That one on a...
The Roundabout Express.
That was a whole new roundabout that we added, too.
It was a double roundabout.
Yep.
With more exits.
Oh, a lot more exits.
Let's take this exit and stay on the exit, though.
We'll stay on the exit.
Here we go. Use your blinker jet. All right.
Well, if you have any suggestions or complaints or anything, or just want to chat, send us a message, dependisplaining@gmail.com.
Or more information on this topic that we discussed about Birthright. If you have anything else, like I said, that we didn't talk about, if you want to add something to it and your opinion or your experience, if you're an expecting mother at the moment or an expecting parent and facing this subject that is ridiculous, we would love to hear about it.
Yeah.
Reach out for us, like Jen said, on dependisplaining@gmail.com or Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or our website, which you can find the link on Facebook now.
Yes. Oh. It is up there.
We have a website because we fancy.
Yeah. I'm bad with words, though, but...
Words are bad.
Words are hard.
They are.
I'm not a writer. Okay, guys?
She's a typer.
I'm a typer. I'm a typist.
I'm a typist.
There you go.
Yeah. She sits at her desk with the glasses that are attached to like a chain, and she wears cardigans only buttoned at the top, and she types away at the typewriter. It's like clackety clack 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 clack,
and then I slide it back over when the paper is over. I'm gonna slide it back.
I did my 6th grade autobiography on a typewriter like that.
Nice.
Because my stupid sister wouldn't let me use her electric one, and we didn't have a computer.
I like it.
My fingers hurt after a while from stabbing those keys. Anyway, yes. Thank you guys so much for listening. Keep on listening. Keep on sharing. Subscribe, rate, and share. Yes. Keep sharing. You guys are awesome.
Share. Yeah. Subscribe, rate us on all your listening platforms.
Yes.
We're there.
We're there.
That's where we are.
Here we are. Because wherever you go,
there you are.
Goodbye.